Yes. The problem is, technically, he's kind of a villain. There's this guy. Well, actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. There's in the show Heroes. There was a girl who basically she could watch someone do anything and suddenly absorb that skill. So like she could watch a video of somebody playing piano and all of a sudden be like this fabulous piano player. And she could watch somebody doing parkour on just on a video, and then all of a sudden she could do those things. So she could watch WWE and do these massive wrestling moves and stuff. So if there was one thing that I could do, since technically it's everything, I would be that, so that I could see something and then automatically be able to do it.
Have you studied like martial arts or anything like that at all?
I wish. Here's the problem. I'm very, very accident prone. So I think if I did, I would probably find a way to hurt myself, because I always tend to do that. Hopefully, my goal is that at some point I end up doing a movie or something where it requires me to do that, so that I do it under much more strict supervision, so that maybe that doesn't happen. But besides that, if I did it on my own, I would probably die, so I'm going to hold off on it.
And plus you'll have a stunt double.
Exactly, yeah. So for the really, really hard stuff, someone else can do it.
Actually, on the way over here, I saw the billboard or the poster for your new movie coming out.
Oh, really?
And can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, yeah. So Into the Storm, which happens to be, I didn't know this until like 2 hours ago, is screening next door, and I'm very jealous. I want to see if I can go in and see the end of it before today is over. It is a found footage documentary style movie that basically tells the story and it's kind of presented as a time capsule of something that's captured 25 years later, where this system of storms completely destroys this fictional town of Silverton, Oklahoma. And I'm one of the camera people, so I'm recording all of it as it's happening. And basically it's about how all of these individual groups, how their stories intersect in the course of the storm, and how they run into each other, and how they affect each other and the relationships that form there. So it's a very cool, very interesting take on found footage. It's very non-traditional as far as typical found footage movies are. There isn't, a lot of people think that there's so much shaky cam and it kind of makes you sick when you watch it and you have trouble following a found footage movie, but we do it in a very different way that I think is going to be very unique and attractive to the movie viewing audience.
Okay, I actually absolutely love the found footage style.
Really? That's good. Well, I mean,
yeah. So, I'm curious now what makes it different, because I mean, like with Paranormal Activity, it's like the only thing the audience sees is what's captured by cameras that are around.
Right.
You know what's happening. Is this the same way, or is like how is it different?
There's a lot of security camera perspective, but it's different in that the quality, from what I've seen, for the most part, the quality is kind of the same all the way through. It's not like you're going to have really grainy video right next to really high def video. It's pretty uniform. So it's a little bit more cohesive, in my opinion, where it's you're watching the same thing just from multiple perspectives that I guess this fictional editor kind of put together. So it's different in that it's a little bit more fluid as far as the visual aspect goes, but it still keeps you on the ground, and it's very intense in that way because you're very much a part of this group, because not almost everybody, but most of the people have a camera in one form or another. So they're all of their perspectives are in play as the movie goes on. So it's very intense, you're really in it, but it's not, and we use a lot of Steadicam even when we're running and everything, so it's not that I'm on a roller coaster kind of stomach churning experience.
This will be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So I imagine there's going to be some like iPhone stuff going on, because it's true, everyone has a camera now.
That's exactly what kind of the premise was. There's a lot of stuff where you realize that there was people that we would decide, oh, we need a camera shot back here. Take somebody from background, give them a camera, because obviously everybody has a camera phone, put them back there, and that became the camera shot. So we kind of fed on that whole trend that everybody has a camera, and because of that, it's actually really easy to put together this kind of fictional mass editing of a movie.